We got done, I think, burying those priests, I believe.
We were exiting the town, looking at those arrows that Anton noticed. And
Weren't we camping?
We had stashed the wagon and we were moving on.
Yes, that is where you were.
That
Okay,
was
we
after
decided
the
to-
priests and after the town.
Yeah. I believe we had decided to camp for the night.
yeah.
Alright, so you camp for the night, wake up in the morning, and you carry on traveling.
Outstanding.
Unless
Okay.
there's anything specific you want to do, but I assume that's the menu for... Yeah. I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong. Is there anything you want to do? You want to do something special, or no?
No.
When
No.
did Isaac get a horse?
I
What do you
I think
mean?
it was one of the pack horses.
If we
don't know. Was booted from the sled.
wake up and Carlos is on my sled, I'm gonna like scoot him off with like the tips of my feet.
Somebody stole my
I'm borrowing
figure
one
and
of
my
the park
horse.
horses.
Wow, this is epic.
All of our figures are in front of us.
Okay. How are you traveling? If you can form the party into some form of a formation, let me know who's in what part of the train here. And if there are
First.
horses beyond the horses that are currently there, please, by all means, put them on.
Oh,
What kind of road is this? Depends where
There is no
we're-
road.
There's no road.
Right.
You're traveling through like the steppes of Mongolia right now.
we have 4 horses.
Anton and Vin bought horses.
And
We
got
had
with the
two
wagon.
horses for the cart.
And
Yep.
then Nephis bought a horse. So there should
And
be
Nephis
5
bought a
horses.
horse.
And then my retainers all each have their own horses.
Yeah, they have, there's the 3 of them have horses.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one lonely little horse stuck with the wagon.
There's no wagon.
Come, little pony, follow us.
We just brought the horse with us.
Yeah.
We can use him to trade him out when one of the other horses is tired.
These are the 2 horses.
And we have
Does
the
Isaac?
one
I thought
for
Isaac
the
didn't have a
activity.
horse, or does he? have
I'm
a
using a
horse?
cart horse.
He's using a
Okay.
cart horse.
Fucking God.
I
Good.
have myself sorted it out.
Alright,
all that
so
matters.
order should be Isaac in front, and then probably Vinshenzo, then Anton in the rear. That's my opinion.
I'm riding in line with Isaac.
Yeah, yeah,
next to him?
Anton.
Next to him.
Anton
Okay,
could be
yeah,
in the
that
rear.
works.
Yeah.
I'm a very
In the rear with the
perceptive
gear.
individual.
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
then my retainers will probably be behind me, I'd say.
Oh shit, Anton's keeping up the rear, in the rear with the gear.
In the rear with the gear.
That means
Is that a
whoever's in the
llama?
cart can sit backwards and look at him.
I'm looking at my book. Fuck off.
Everybody has books on that sled, I think.
I like that horse.
Nephis can't read.
He can't read.
I can't read common, but I can read my tribal symbols.
Oh.
Fancy.
But that doesn't help me at all.
Does not.
No.
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 Okay. So, Isaac, as the leader of this lead caravan, seeing as you generally know where you are and you're in the area, I'm not going to get you to roll for navigation because fairly certain you'd pass no matter what. So you're just going to keep on leading them towards where you know the mountain range to be.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Isaac
Yep.
is in fact a fucking missile. Shit. Fuck.
Beep, beep, beep.
Khutula, you distracted me. You killed my train of thought. What was this? Oh yeah, you guys travel, and you travel for an entire other day with nothing eventful happening. As you travel, you notice that it's getting pretty flat. There's tall grasses all around you, but aside from that, there's precious few trees. Not a whole lot of terrain features aside from gently sloping hills. Every once in a while, you come to a small valley or something else, and you do find rocky outcrops every once in a while. But aside from that, the terrain is pretty sparse and flat. But well, you complete 1 day of travel. How are you guys sorting out rations again? Does everybody have themselves covered for a specific period of time?
Isaac has everybody covered except for a few, some number of the retainers, I thought.
So long as the land can feed us, I can feed the party itself.
Yeah, pretty much.
So how are you feeding your retainers, Anton?
You also have a bunch of rations, right, from the group supply?
They have rations of their own from last I checked, but yeah, I think we also brought some rations. If they need rations, I can also pass them some of mine. I got 10 on me.
Got some old ass fish jerky.
Egg yolk moon pie.
Egg yolk moon pie.
Yeah, I don't know.
As you make camp for the night, and bed down, who's going to be running the watch?
My dog, Alpiner.
Anton.
Okay.
And me for 4 hours.
Carlos can also watch for 2 hours of that.
I'll contribute 2 hours.
You don't need to, I don't think.
1 hour.
Because
I mean, if you don't need
fucking-
it, then fine. I'll just.
I was gonna
I'll
say I'd
wait.
contribute 2 hours too, but bad things tend to
sleep.
happen when I'm on watch.
see, his dog has 2 hours, and Vin has 4 hours, and I have 2 hours. That covers it. And Vin and I have dark vision, so that's, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I have
How are you
better
expecting
dark
the
vision.
dog to effectively take over as a watch member?
I don't know. Ask Vin.
Sit and look and bark.
Yeah, but how does the dog know to wake up the next person?
Bark.
Bark.
Licks their face.
Vin, how does
last
does Alpiner?
Either
There's
that
a
or the
level
dog
of
would have last
intelligence.
watch.
Could have
Yeah.
first or last watch.
You could do those things. I'm just trying to understand. I don't think a
Yeah.
dog is smart enough to wait 2 hours and wake up somebody specific. That requires a
Oh.
dog to be able to comprehend the passing of time.
Yeah, he would be on the last watch, I guess. And he would just be up and about, randomly like dogs do.
Yeah, the dog is. I'm gonna say, for all intents and purposes, the dog is pretty much always on watch.
Okay, so
He's on
why'd
the
you
dog
ask me that
watch.
then?
So that means we need
Because
more
I
hours?
just decided that right now.
Okay.
So this means we need 2 hours still covered.
Saying don't count the fucking dog as a member of the intelligent people when you're deciding a watch list.
No.
Or do, it's your choice, but
Tell that to
Okay.
the FBI.
I just want to know if the dog is responsible for rolling a perception check. I just need to know when.
Okay.
That's up to you, Chris.
Well, how about we do this? We do the normal watch, then the dog's just an extra entity that watches, so there'd be 2 perception checks instead of 1.
Yep, that sounds fantastic. Actually.
Okay.
In which case, I will take 1 watch.
Okay then.
Anton will rest then.
Yeah.
Thank you, Isaac.
You know
Oh,
how
familiar
dogs
terrain, plus
are?
I have night vision goggles, so you know.
Fair enough.
I have
Always
better
licking
night
their
vision.
balls.
He does.
Yeah, he does. And if I give you my night vision goggles, you'd have even better.
My
I would
God.
go blind.
Okay,
I can
well,
see
the night
everything.
passes
80 feet of
uneventfully
dark
either
vision.
way, and you wake up in the morning having nothing significant really happened.
Great.
Oh.
Okay.
Great.
I rolled thing.
Your dog did a
I
good
didn't
job.
see anything, guys.
Ah, well, that's fantastic news.
So the next day, as you're traveling through whatever the formation is that you're using, you see in the distance, in a rocky outcrop, this one, campfire.
Oh boy.
You can still see it sort of smoking into the sky in the morning light.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Where do we see it? Like off the trail or We're not really on anything.
No, you're just literally wandering through an endless field. There is no specific trail aside from the one that you guys are sort of leaving behind you. But this is, well, the area of the campfire, should you choose to investigate it. You don't have to, though. You can keep passing by.
I tell the others that we should mind our own business in a lawless area.
Imagine the others probably agree with that.
Yeah, probably for the best to leave them be. At most, we would just peek to make sure they're not dangerous, but probably be better off just keeping our distance.
I was checking a thing in the player's handbook. What did we see?
You see the smoke from a campfire near a rocky outcrop on the horizon. Or not the horizon, but in sort of the middle distance.
Is this daytime now?
It's dawn. You've broken camp and you're starting to travel.
Yeah, no, I don't see a reason for checking it out other than maybe danger.
Maybe danger, yeah.
Okay.
How far away is it from us?
It's a good 10-minute jaunt by horse. Not jaunt, but like a reasonable. It's not very far away, and
Is
it's
it-
generally in your path of travel.
Oh.
Like it's not a detour or anything. It's a noticeable, very obvious. Like it's campfire smoke, but it's far enough away that you can choose to go out of your way to go around it if you wish.
One thing is for sure, there's been people out here, so. Whether friends or not is the question.
Okay, so the group consensus is you're going to try and pass it by.
Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, you keep traveling for the rest of the day and make it through uneventfully.
Hell yeah.
And same watch list.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Just remind me who's on the watch.
I'm on watch.
When?
I think it's Carlos, Vinshenzo and Alpiner, and then Isaac.
I would be on the last watch.
Objects, components.
So I could wake everybody up with my music.
Unless Carlos wants first watch, I'd take first
Sure.
watch.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, who's first?
I'll go first one.
Isaac.
Hell yeah.
Who's second?
Carlos.
Can we fucking write
Carlos.
this
Who's
down?
third? I'm writing it down right now.
I take the
Vinshenzo.
last 4 hours.
Okay, so you're doing 4 hours. What?
I'm an elf, you moron.
You friggin' idiot.
We've been over this, Chris. He only needs to meditate for 4 hours.
Okay, whatever.
Friggin'.
Cool.
Chris is
Okay, there's a
getting
number of
mad.
hours in the night. Nobody has described to me how many hours they're watching this for Vinshenzo, so I don't know how many hours in the night you guys are
2, 2, and
resting.
4.
Thank you. That's
They did say that, but I was calling you a moron at the same time. So
God damn it, man.
okay. Well,
What?
Isaac, roll me perception.
Bitch.
shit. I missed it.
19.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you see that there are raiders out in the distance surrounding your camp.
Oh.
Oh.
I wake everyone up.
We should have raped that campfire.
We should have raped him.
How many, Mr. Stormwind?
What's going on?
Hell.
Isaac, you believe you've spotted a band of at least 20 bandits.
Oh, it's a fucking army out here. Oh, we should get out of here.
You say they had us surrounded?
Here we go with this shit again.
Nephis begins donning his armor and putting all his stuff that's already on his sled.
Okay, how much of your stuff is off the sled?
None of it, because I'd be sleeping on it.
So basically you put your clothes on and then get on your
Yeah.
stay in the same spot. Okay. Cool.
He's
All right.
getting busy though.
I'll just use this one, I guess.
Did Isaac see if they had any horses?
Yes, did I see that?
No. You didn't see if there were horses or not.
Yeah.
It's dark out.
Well,
Night vision.
first off, if you can see a man, you can see a horse. Never mind.
What is the distance
Chris
that your dark
means
vision
is-
gives you?
It's 60 feet.
Oh.
So you definitely do not see anything beyond 60 feet, which means, you know, you have a 60-foot detection radius, not, you know, even though he's got dark vision, it's not forever.
Something like that, yeah.
Too bad
Yeah,
you're not
so
me.
he doesn't see any horses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Camp is in the center.
Can I roll a perception now that I'm awake?
Anybody can roll perception now that they're awake.
I roll perception now that I'm awake. Yeah.
How far can you see?
I believe it's 120, but I also rolled, I think 8.
Oh.
No, I rolled 10. I will tell you my.
Oh.
Damn it.
shit. Oops.
Sorry, Devon.
It's alright, I did it first. I fucked up, so it's alright.
I have 120 feet of dark vision, and I rolled 10.
You don't see anything yet.
Shit. I get on my horse.
Anton's gonna go ahead and get on his warhorse. So he's
Are we,
got his stuff.
are we gonna try to break through?
How well do you think that sled can hold up?
Are you talking to Nephis? Or Carl?
It just kind of when the question is asked, Anton just kind of asks it back, just kind of curious.
Nephis ignores you.
All right.
I don't know. Seems sturdy enough to me, but I don't know anything about sleds.
Van Isaac, are you ready?
I'm on my horse. I'm ready.
Carlos
Let's
should ready his
break out of
crossbow.
here.
Lead us out of here.
Oh, I'm leading?
I think Isaac is.
Anton can lead if you need it. I can
Okay.
punch through if you need it.
I guess I'm over here. Ooh.
Oh, you fell off your horse. Take 1d4 damage.
Oh shit, really?
No.
No.
I don't know, maybe, but he didn't actually.
Where did you see them, Mr. Stormwind? I don't want to ride into the middle of them.
Once again, they've surrounded you at a distance.
So if you can see them, they have to be within 60 feet.
Okay. So surrounded us like completely in circle or like a semicircle, like surrounding.
Well, you still can't see anything. And Isaac, he can see that the figures are surrounding you guys. He can't see exactly how thickly, but he's noticed at least 20 people. But at a distance of 60 feet, 20 people, there's a lot of gaps.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Anton
it's
has-
how long were you asleep before you woke us? Like an hour?
This was
Less?
the first hour, so you haven't rested.
Okay, so it was like a few minutes, pretty much.
You guys had
effectively.
gotten all of your bedrolls out, got everything down, got settled down for nappies, and then you got woken up right away.
Son of a bitch. All right.
Hell yeah. Was there anywhere you saw that maybe there were less of them, or I don't know?
What's the hold up there?
They are getting closer now.
Anton has his shield and lance out
Okay,
right now.
but we still can't see them.
When did you get the lance?
Before we left.
Can I
Ago?
roll to see if there's any significant gaps in the formation?
Yes, you can roll perception.
Okay, so somebody can tell that they're getting closer, but we don't know where they are.
Okay, so I got a
A lot.
17 plus 8, 25.
Yeah, you
25.
can see where they are. You can see where there's a gap. You actually see several gaps. If you pick a direction and ride, you know that you'll be able to probably make it, but you have to go now.
Copy that. I kind of move a little bit further up on the sled and point in the direction that I see the largest gap, and I yell, "Go that way! It's the biggest gap. We need to go now. They're closing in."
Okay, I go that unspecified
Nephis.
direction.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unspecified
go
direction
that
is going
direction.
northwest.
Okay, northwest. I point northwest.
Okay, Nephis goes past everyone. Since,
I literally told you you could
with,
pick a direction, but yeah.
NBGs and fucking Nigerian vision can't go, so he's just gonna go in that direction.
Anton's gonna go ahead and begin moving with it.
Okay. Well, you are able to get everybody who's on a horse busting through, and there are two people that are close enough to sort of try and intercept you, but you are all too fast on your horses.
Can I make an attack roll to shoot him with a rock from my crossbow?
You with your little crossbow thing, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much?
I'd also like
They're
to
like
roll to
there.
shoot one of them with my crossbow.
Would they be?
That do? I'll wait my turn.
I will tell you in a moment. You can roll for your attack though. It's a dexterity based attack.
Oh, they're probably too far for the lance. I won't worry about it then.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's got a slinger shot, not a
1d4.
typical crossbow.
Is 21 hit?
21 hits.
Hell yeah.
It's a hand
Copy.
crossbow.
Does Nephis indicate or kind of show which one he's aiming for?
He extends his arm out at the person he's shooting.
Okay, which one?
And
Which one is that?
shoots them.
He shoots them. The one that
Oh.
I shoot at.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
Whoever that is, do I see any of them? Oh, okay. Probably the one on the left. This guy.
All right, Carlos is gonna shoot the one on the right.
I don't
I will
shoot
see.
anyone.
Okay. I do 6 damage.
Okay. And sorry, Devon, did you hit or miss?
I missed.
Okay. All right. Well,
Low roll.
the speed that the horses are going, you're able to get away. Would anybody like to? Well, I'll get the whole party to roll perception again as you're riding away.
All right.
Okay.
Those of you who don't have dark vision will be rolling with a disadvantage.
Okay. 19. Oh. I'm vaping.
That's fine. Okay, so Vinshenzo and Carlos, you look behind you and you notice that farther in the distance, sort of outlined against the sky, you can see guys that are just mounted on horses and are trying to pursue you.
Riders! They're following
You
us!
see 4 riders.
I would like to deploy my caltrops.
Oh, the horses.
Oh, okay. You can do that, yeah. When I say in the distance, I mean like they're good, like 100 feet away. They're not like 60 feet behind you or anything. They're
Okay, I wait until they're 60 feet behind me. And keep riding.
okay. You keep riding.
Yeah!
I reload my crossbow with malicious intent.
And just like that, we're living a Wild West. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, as you guys are riding away, I don't know if you're going full speed or if you're
I'm
not.
going full speed.
Okay. Well,
they're
these
all-
riders don't gain on you. They seem to be maintaining distance.
Oh no.
We should change
They're trying to-
course.
Isaac, what are they doing? Why are they not trying to overtake us?
They're trying to wear us down. Carlos.
I mean, if we're going at full speed and they're going at full speed, we're going at the same speed.
Yes.
Yes.
If we're full blasting here, I don't think they can catch us.
Is this what Isaac is saying?
No, this is what Chill is saying.
Then Nephis doesn't care. Because no one's saying isn't saying anything.
I said we should change course.
Aye, we should throw him off.
Okay. Are you? Okay. Well, given the fact that there's not many obstacles around, they're able to see you. It is a grassland. I'm gonna just shrink
How
this.
many are following us?
4 riders.
How close are they riding together?
They're riding not very close together. They're keeping a good spread.
Oh.
You believe that there might be like 15, 20 feet between each of the riders. It's not the same, but between a distance of 15 and 20.
Searching
Between each.
space.
There's only 4 of them. If we keep moving at this pace for a while, we should be able to outrun their allies. Then it's just 4 of them to deal with. If they don't give up by then.
They're 100 feet behind us, you said?
They're maintaining distance,
Approximately how far?
approximately 100 feet, and they're maintaining that distance, it seems.
Okay,
It doesn't.
I slow
yeah.
down to 90 feet. And I would...
They slow down as well.
Oh. Okay. So they're still like 100 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then they slow down like even slower, so now you're still gaining. Now you're actually beginning to gain distance.
Okay, yeah, I'll maintain a buffer between the party. You know what I mean? Like, I'll try to maintain 90 feet on them. And if they're slowing down for me, then I'll let the party move ahead then.
Okay. Can you just illustrate that with the whole position of all the dudes there? Can we organize
Okay.
how this
So
maneuver
if
is going?
this is me, right? And they're pacing me,
I understand that. I'm trying to make sure that we all have it.
I would slow
we're all
down
looking at the same picture.
like this, and they would have to slow down like this to maintain distance on me.
Hang on,
Right.
I'll give them. I understand what you're saying. I'm just going to put some actual horses out. That way we see it. So there's
I change the
one.
color of these, that way we know they're friendly.
Can I give them riders?
I think I can. Fuck.
There's no one riding those horses, and
Oh no, there's.
Never mind. I'm just, yeah, there's, my retainers are on them. I can probably name them to buy the retainer.
Sure.
your imaginary friends, Anton.
They truly have gone mad.
Armored warriors. Some
Yes, you
more.
can let them die so you can take off your mask. What an excellent idea. Their lives were forfeit all along.
Thank you, Nephis.
Okay, so the party's going to continue moving at the speed that they're going, and Vinshenzo, you're slowing down
Yes.
to maintain 90 feet between you and these riders. All right. Cool.
I have a plan to shake these mongrels.
So I'm just going to. How long are you intending to keep this gap up, and how far away are you willing to let the party get from you?
I would let the party ride ahead like 60 feet or so, and then I would
Okay.
maintain that distance with the party.
Oh, shit. Here we go. I don't know what I've done, but I might have just accidentally fucked something up.
Whoa!
Ah, Vin.
Finn's horse got through him.
I've been ejected.
Okay, so as you're slowing down and maintaining that, there's two horses that move out like this, and then the other two horses start sidling out like this.
Are they riding war horses?
I was using warhorse so that it was different from riding horse that was the friends, and then you decided to turn them. You being the party decided to turn them bubblegum pink.
That was me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Knight's color. He's pink.
Yes.
Bubble gum.
Knight is a friend of the pinkberry.
Anyways, that's why they're war horses. It's not a
fine.
representation of the horse itself.
Can I tell what kind of horse they're riding? A riding horse?
If you'd like to roll another perception to try and examine their horses from a distance as you're riding away from them, yes.
Okay. Okay, that's 18 plus 5, so 23, I think. Oh yeah.
You notice that they're good quality horses, but they're not war horses. They're just nice looking steppe horses. Which is effectively just a riding horse.
Okay. I continue to do this for as long as it takes.
As long as it takes for what? They're not getting close to you. And if you're maintaining that speed, then basically they're just following you guys like this.
I use my earring of messaging to ask Vin if they left us alone. Are they still behind us?
They're still behind us, Mr. Nephis.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Nephis makes a frowned face, but no one can see it because it's dark out.
Only Carlos can see it.
Carlos is in the fucking back where he should be.
Amazing.
So if we're going to do this minute by minute, it's going to take a very long time, but however long you plan on trying to like ride away from these guys is however long they are going to just be following you at a distance. So if you're going to try and ride away from them all night, they're going to be following you all night. If you want to try, like if you're going to try something
I'm
earlier,
trying.
I just want to try and fast forward
I
time
was looking
so that we're not
something
doing it
up.
minute by
I
minute.
used my ball bearings.
Nephis is going to tell to the party, I don't think they're going to lit up.
I don't think so either.
I dropped.
I wasn't doing that as like a I guess I was, but it's more of a like a meta. Hey, I need to know what's going on so we can not.
I was looking
Dilly-dally
something
longer.
up. I
It's okay.
scatter
It's okay to look
1,000
something
ball
up.
bearings in the direction of the rider that's following me the closest in a straight line as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
After the first hour, Nephis
Yep.
would say,
It's not the first hour.
I don't think
yet.
they're gonna lit up.
Okay. Well, you throw 1,000 ball bearings.
Holy shit.
How
Me.
how
A
are you trying to
creature-
disguise it at all, or are you just chucking them behind you and going, yeah?
I think it's dark out. I don't think it would really matter, would it?
I drop the
Unless-
ball bearing. Like, I don't, like, chuck the bag at them. Like,
Yeah. That's
I
why I'm
mean,
just trying to discern how you did it. Because if it's too obvious, they might, the guy might see
it
it.
off the back of my horse. They're 100
Coolio.
feet behind me. Fuck that. If I have to fucking roll to see what kind of fucking car they're driving, then fuck them. Make them roll.
No, but they were gonna make the roll, which is why I was asking. See whether or not he was.
Horn roll.
Yeah, let them roll. I want to see them
Oh my
roll.
god.
Okay, I'm just gonna move on because you're completely missing the point, and that's fine. And I don't want to do this all night. So
Okay.
fucking, you drop the ball bearings. Guy doesn't notice because you did it stealthily because you just told me that's what you were gonna do.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what the ball bearings are supposed to do.
I think it's like a DC
A
10.
creature moving across the covered area must succeed on a DC 10 dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Thank you.
A creature moving through the area at half speed doesn't need to make the save, which does not apply because they're at full speed. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dexterity. So, but
Where did this dice come from? This isn't mine.
Shit.
okay. Well, as you wait, eventually the horse passes over where you assume the ball bearings are, but the horse doesn't do anything.
I drop another set of ball bearings. And it
Another
covers
1,000?
a 10-foot square area if that matters.
I'll just okay. So you've used up 2,000 ball bearings now.
Yes.
Okay. Still nothing happens after a while.
While.
Son of a bitch.
Well, there
Well-
goes our 2,000 ball bearings.
And hang on.
It's okay.
Like, come in
they're-
packs of 1,000.
They're cheap.
I feel bad for the guy that's going to end up stepping on those one. Oh well.
Okay. Then I maintain this for, I guess, another hour before trying something else.
If they're intent on following us all night, we might be better off engaging them before we become too exhausted to do anything.
I don't hear that.
I'm mostly speaking to those around me.
Well, if it's just 4 of them, I'm willing to trying to fend them off.
Watch out! I'm gonna move that whole caravan.
Oh no.
Isaac, do you know of any good places around here to set up and defend? Damn.
We'll never know.
He's rolling.
Nephis fucking strokes his shit, man.
Don't do that.
I
I
guess
don't
I
want to
should.
be. on
Would
this
would
side
that be
anymore.
would that be history or survival?
Survival.
Then 22.
Oh, hell yeah.
You believe you know where you are, and you believe that you can find cover about an hour away. There should be a hill with thick trees.
I share the information.
Alright, we should head that way. At the very least, it'll prevent them from attacking us on horseback, maybe.
see if I have a map that has a hill of trees.
It was your idea. This whole operation was your idea.
Yeah, I just didn't want to reuse the exact same map that I already thrown out once, because then it looks really
You can
Really?
if you want.
You know, it's not like we used it.
questionable. Okay, well, this is a completely different spot. Totally different from...
Just flip the map.
I'm going to. I'm just... Leave me
Oh,
alone.
sorry, my phone's on.
Just like flip it.
Just let him do his thing.
Marked it down, Chris.
Get back. Oh no!
Oh no, this is bad.
Oh shit!
Why
the
would
fuck?
you do that to my character sheet?
What the
You
shit?
want it to be
I
in
died.
line with the grid? It's 18 by 18 instead of 20. I can change it if you want.
All I do is press the plus button until it doesn't move anymore. So telling me it's 18 by 18, I'm not quite sure
The
how to
gist.
make that happen. I don't know what gizmo.
Oh. That's okay.
Okay, well there you go. There's your copse of trees in your little protected area that you get after an hour. Let's move these way away.
I would maintain the same distance.
Well, this is your spot. Go ahead and position yourselves as you wish.
Would the other riders slow down, seeing all these assholes starting this like slow down to a stop?
Upon seeing a very noticeable landmark, which is like it is a defensible position. It's got terrain and thickness and all that kind of stuff. It's a nice spot, but they see where you guys are going, and the horsemen sort of start to peel off, and they're no longer advancing on you. They're like moving off in different directions.
How far away are they, and can I still see them?
I turn and chase one.
Oh.
Okay, which one would you like to chase? I'm going to use the caravan as the group just for the sake of it.
The one closest to me.
Okay, I was just put that little caravan out there to signal the group, and then you moved it away.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, Seeker. This is your diagram. The party is the wagon. The horsemen are the horsemen.
Okay, but I'm
They're roughly
farther
equidistant.
back from the caravan.
Yeah.
Probably one of these two would be the closest.
I go to the closest
Yeah.
one.
But I don't know which one the closest one is because you haven't put yourself down.
Oh well, I don't know how.
I just
fucking
fucking told you what that is.
That's how far
Okay.
away you are.
Just roughly near the thing.
Okay, I go
The
to
wo-
this guy who's peeling
Okay.
off.
Yeah, he's traveling far right. Essentially, this guy's going up that way. Same thing. And as you start running, they peel off in these directions. These guys, they turn a wide arc and they go back. And this guy fucks off this way. And this guy fucks off this way.
Can I gain on them?
Yeah, you're riding faster than they are. You're gaining on him. Not like super duper fast, but you are beginning to gain ground.
How close am I?
You were maintaining a distance of 90 feet, and then when they started doing their shenanigans, you're about 120 feet. Now you're back to 90.
Okay,
So you've gained 30 feet.
so I'm back to 90.
Yeah.
How far away are the other riders from this one now?
They're traveling in different directions, so they're getting farther away. It seems.
Like approximately how far?
Approximately like 150 feet, I guess.
Okay, I use my earring of message to Nephis, or actually to Anton, and I say, "To me."
We'll be done.
And I
Alright.
say, and I cast sleep. I cast.
Okay.
I can't find it. Is it a first
Can't
level?
find it.
Here it is.
I informed the group that Vinshenzo is calling me, so I will be back.
I cast sleep as a 3rd level spell,
Don't get yourself killed out
which
there,
means I get
Greycastle.
to add 4d8 to my 2d8.
Wait,
Which
isn't
one?
it 5? Wait, isn't it 5 plus 4?
Oh wait, what is it? Roll 5d8. Oh yeah, roll 5. Yeah, 9d8. Okay, cool. Hell yeah, I didn't fully read it because.
Get that.
And so, if you read the fucking thing, it says if I am able to overcome their HP with this roll, it affects all creatures in the area of effect, which is a 20 diameter fucking something. 20-foot diameter. Can you fucking not? I was counting those. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's within
There's a
feet of a point you choose, so it's a 40-foot diameter.
I cast it on his fucking forehead.
That works.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's 8.
yes. That's what I said.
Don't I need 9?
Yes.
So why? Okay. Jesus Christ. This is like.
What is the malfunction?
I'm just watching.
Okay. 42 against the horse and the rider's HP.
Yeah, he falls asleep. He falls asleep. They fall asleep mid-stride, and the guy goes crashing down, and his horse lands on top of him.
Oh,
Shit.
Oh.
I gallop up to him as fast as I can, readying my silk rope.
As you get up there, the horse gets up and trots away, and you see that the man is lying in the dust with his neck snapped, and he is dead.
Hell yeah.
That works.
Vinshenzo's second kill.
Damn it, he says.
That horse got a kill. That was an assist.
Now,
Yes.
Vinshenzo, with your dark vision, you have just ridden up upon a man whose neck is snapped 90 degrees, and other limbs like his forearms and his knees are all bent the wrong way. He is shattered, and he's in positions that no creature should ever be, at least no humanoid creature should ever be bent in. How would this affect Vinshenzo, given his aversion to nastiness?
Upon seeing it, I would turn my face, say, "Damn it. Horse. Damn it." And turn away.
Okay.
And walk away from the body.
Does Anton reach Vincenzo's position?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Anton, do you even know where he went? Seeing as you don't have dark vision, and I don't think he gave you specific instructions as to where you were going.
Should have been off that direction.
Okay, you're going to roll me a
That way.
survival check.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Survival? That would be 16.
All right, you find him.
What
And
luck.
there you are.
Never mind. Let's get back to the others.
All right.
Okay, so you make it back to the camp.
There's 2 Vins.
It was just
Oh my
like the
God.
Magnificent Seven. I was aiming for the horse. And I can't find the fucking clip of it because they remade this movie and it's shit.
Damn. Alright, so is Vin back in camp?
With Anton, yeah, I want to say.
Carlos would call down from the rock he was at. Well, Vin, what happened? I saw you run off after them.
Nothing happened.
Did they get away?
No.
No.
Vin goes to the campfire or wherever that is.
There isn't one. Unless Khutula, Isaac, or Carlos created one.
Not a great camp we have here, guys.
Carlos was watching.
I posted up with my longbow, so
I'm watching the north to make sure we don't get flanked.
Looks like everyone's watching a direction. Look at that. Pulling security.
Hell yeah.
I can create like a light for signal, but I didn't think we wanted to give ourselves away.
Indeed, we best not to light any campfires. Well, what's the plan now? Do we camp down for the night and hope they don't find us again, or leave now that we know that they're not following us?
I wouldn't be surprised if they're regrouping and following our tracks. Though, honestly, if we were to get any rest, this might be one of the more defensible positions, though. I think I'm more worried that the bandits might take some of these positions around us. Trees, rocks, all that.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Are these positions elevated above the center? Or are they
Yes.
below? Okay, just wanted to make sure.
It looks exactly as it hopefully appears. The trees and rocks and stuff, those are on hills, so this is a little whatever you call it, dip in the ground.
Understood.
Stephalade. Alright, how tall are the rocks on the hills?
You're 10 feet above ground.
Excellent.
I cannot find that fucking clip, and it's such a good clip. God damn it.
The cliffs that create the defilade are also a 10-foot, except for the one by the big tree where Isaac is next to. That drop is 15 feet on its east-western side. I'll just do this. It's not matter, actually.
Khutula is going to hide herself in the thicket.
Okay. So what's your plan? You're waiting here for how long?
What do you say, guys? We probably give them an hour.
We should get dressed.
Indeed.
I will keep watch.
Most gracious of you.
Thank you, Vin.
I will rest against the tree, but I will not roll out a bedroll or such.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So watch person roll for perception. This is after an hour from when you all got together to now.
$19.
You notice that once again, in the distance, a lot farther out now, but you notice that there are riders, a significant amount more, about 15, are making their way from the southeast and beginning to spread out.
I alert the party.
Hells.
Ah, God, they intend to ride us down like animals.
Well, at least the good news is that it's probably the best position we probably could have found to counter something like
The
this.
same numbers.
15
approximately?
riders on horseback.
Hell yeah. Sorry if I missed that.
That's okay.
Do we intend to flee again? What is the plan?
Looking around after Nephis comes back, this is a horrible place to defend. We're in a bowl. They can corner us from all angles.
Yes, and we're much better off moving. At least this way we're wearing them down.
I look to my retainers. How well are they doing?
They're tired. They're frustrated.
Yeah, I can't blame them. This is
Just begins mounting his sled.
Your squire's getting pretty edgy.
Alright, let's the hell out of here then, I guess.
in that case. Guess let's all mount back up and see what we can do.
Carlos readies his crossbow.
Okay.
Nephis,
Gonna move this out of the way.
however... Oh shit, never mind. Belay that order, Marine.
I'm not happy about it, but if they want to carry on with such cowardly tactics, then perhaps yesterday was an omen of how we should carry ourselves. Let's get moving.
Oh shit.
Indeed. At the very least, we should find a more defensible location. Perhaps somewhere we can funnel them.
Is
their
there a
numbers
more
meaningless.
defensible position anywhere near here?
Survival me.
Survive.
23.
Yes, you know of another position. It's not near, but it'll take a good 3 or 4 hours to get to. You know it to be an old abandoned farmstead. It's a place that you used to know the family that lived there, but unfortunately they had to pack up and leave sometime during your childhood. The building should still be there.
We're better off trying to somehow pick them off before we set up a defense.
I have an idea, but I don't like it.
I wouldn't want to stand my ground against 15 men, even if
Sure.
they're one less than
Either way-
yesterday.
Either way, we have 3 hours to get there. Let's get moving before they get any closer.
What's your idea, Anton?
Let's get moving.
I don't like the idea, but if push comes to shove, we might have to call for Gotrek. This would be perfect for him.
I don't think we're that desperate yet. We don't even know how strong these guys
Mr.
are.
Gotrek personally, Mr. Anton?
No. And that's why I said I don't like the idea.
Finn's right. Let's get moving. We can talk on the way.
Yeah.
Right.
Who are
All right.
you talking about? Okay.
Let's ride.
I'm sorry. I get moving.
Okay, so once again, as you guys, okay,
He casts Pass Without Trace
Oh, hell yeah.
himself, giving any ally within 30 feet of him 10 plus to dexterity fucking stealth, and tracks no longer are left unless, they can only be tracked by magical means.
Can we try to sneak away?
I'm gonna have to do it with disadvantage, but I
Why
can.
would you have
That's
to
certainly
roll disadvantage.
armor.
Heavy armor. Oh, yeah, I would also be rolling with disadvantage because I have played.
Yeah, but
But
it's
we're not-
disadvantage
we're not-
plus 10, genius.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, and also
Just remember that for stealth, you can't just stand in the middle of a. I'm using this as an example, but you can't just stand in the middle of the field and roll stealth because you're in plain sight. The pass without trace helps you.
I
helps
mean,
you sneak
unless they
better as
have
long as you're
night
being
vision,
sneaky.
it's night.
Yeah, this is perfect time to be
Night
using
You're
in
right.
grassland.
I'm just the DM. What do I know?
Who are these people?
for the duration, each character you choose within 30 feet of you has a plus 10 to stealth checks and cannot be tracked except by magical means. My purpose of fucking casting a spell is the specific cannot be tracked except by magical means. Sorry if everyone got fucking confused about that.
Thank you, Devon.
Makes sense to me. Even if they can see us leave, then
Yeah,
They wouldn't be able
the
to-
intent of
yeah,
just not being able to be tracked by them.
Yeah, throw them off.
They can see us.
it would have
That
been
was
pretty
fine.
useful. Like when they broke off. Well, I don't know.
No, one of shut the fuck up.
Okay.
I was going to suggest, as we leave, I could cast Sleet Storm behind us, and that would obscure their visibility.
Oh,
That's smart.
that would have been helpful if I heard that instead of everything else.
I don't know if that would actually work. I mean, well, then again, these are bandits. I'm just concerned
Well-
about the last time you tried this. That it didn't stop the assassins.
I'm just
Last one
telling you
we
guys
also got.
right now that I can outrun them on my own, so... Deuces.
I was going to say,
They are gaining as you guys are discussing your plan for what you're doing.
I've
Oh,
left.
I thought we left.
I'm not talking
Oh,
to
did
anyone.
you? I don't know.
I've
I'm
left.
trying to figure. You're like sitting there arguing about something. I didn't know if you had left or not.
I said I've
I was
left.
under the impression you were okay. Well,
Nothing I'm
Finn's-
saying
Finn's
right now
fucking-
is in character. Everyone else
Cool.
can do it, and so can I.
So pass without trace then?
No.
Oh,
As we are riding, Nephis casts Pass Without Trace. That's where we were. And
Yes.
what I was gonna say is, everybody, get close to me.
I get close to Nephis.
High and the retainers do so.
He throws dusts and it gets all clogged in his face
Ah!
because they're going so fast. It's ashes.
Okay. Well, you continue to ride, and as you starting to ride, the sun rises, and everybody suffers 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
All right.
So you have disadvantage on ability checks until you. I think it's a
Full
long rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
understood.
Yes, it is. Finishing a long rest reduces a creature's exhaustion level by 1, provided that the creature has also ingested some food and drink. This from the player's handbook. That is.
Are we able to, like, elude them with fucking Pass Without Trace and Sleet Storm or whatever the fuck?
I'm trying to get through the priority of making sure we all are aware that we have 1 point of exhaustion, and then I was going to move on from there after.
Would a
Okay.
con save be necessary for that or no?
Yeah, wouldn't it be a con save?
Yes.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
No.
Yeah, I. Damn you, Vin.
Yes.
Uh,
My fucking
We'll do that then.
I'm sorry.
All right. In that case, if we're rolling con saves, I'm gonna go ahead and roll mine. All right.
Okay, I'll roll mine.
for character reasons, I will say Khutula suffers 1 point of exhaustion.
I rolled an 8.
For each different. Okay, so hang on a second here, because you decided to talk about rolling. The DC is 10 plus 1 for each hour past 8 hours of traveled in a day. Now you guys traveled your full day previous night, and then at least 3 hours currently, plus the 2 hours of waiting and then escaping the first time. So that's 5. So it's D10. So it's DC 10 plus 5. So 15 is what you got to beat for your con saving throw. stats for forced march, which is what you guys were doing.
Anton rolled 18.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm 16 before, and I'm warrior, so
Where's?
yeah, I got that.
Oh.
Is a 22.
Nephis is exhausted.
Okay, so you make it to the abandoned farmstead, and you can't see anybody following you at this moment in time. It appears as though they gotten confused quite quickly.
If I saw them like falling, oh, never mind. I try to stay stealthy with Nephis. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, basically what happens is going from a tight group, they begin to spread out. So they're now, like, basically, once they had lost your trail with the Pass Without Trace, they spread out to try and find it again, and they begin to disperse throughout the grasslands.
That might be a minute for him.
Might be. You make it to this little house. It's a fairly small, little homestead. It seems as though the people that had lived there once upon a time, we're not the last residents. Somebody else had tried to resurrect the little farmstead, but they also failed. The windows are boarded and shuttered up. The doors fallen in. Place is a state of disrepair. There's a small stone garden near the east side of the house. Is about 30 by 30 sort of square courtyard. The building itself is just a little 20 by 20 square hut. The beds are all in one room. There's a little cooking stove, everything like that. The roof is so full of holes it might as well not even be there.
Well, I guess this is as much as we could hope for. We should probably get some rest now while we have a moment. We don't want them to wear us down before they even get here. They find us.
Yep, good time to get some rest now.
We should probably try to obscure the cart best we can.
Is there like a
stable? Since this was a farm?
No.
We don't have a cart, we have a sled.
Are there any like fallen trees or large branches nearby? Bushes?
There's a busted up fence, and there's some scrambly brush from whatever grew up in the garden patch and has just basically stayed there. Brambles. It's a fairly open area.
Right.
You can tell by the way the grasses are, these people probably tried to like till the land to farm. There's a small stream running nearby that is of no real significance, but likely the place that they got water. There are no outbuildings. The only place it seems to be that stores tools is a tool shed that is attached to the outside of the house. It's effectively a 5x5 closet full of rusted farming tools, old rotten wooded buckets, and other various implements of labor. Does not look like there's a place to store animals here. It's just the little farmhouse.
Seems like hiding our sled would be pointless. Our horses would be in the open regardless. Anyone that sees this location will know that somebody is here.
I doubt the sled. I doubt my sled is going to be the most visible thing. We have 4 horses, Carlos.
Yes, that's what I'm
bring my
saying.
horse
It's
in
Don't we
pointless-
have 5 horses?
It's pointless to even consider hiding the sled because of the horses.
Oh, I forget about the retainers. 7 horses.
Yeah, we got a lot of horses.
Aren't you forgetting the extra horse from the cart?
8 horses.
1, 2, 3, 4.
One of them, there wasn't a model. One horse lacks a model.
He went grazing off somewhere. It's like, god damn it.
Horse.
We
This
lost
is
the horse.
Cars.
Had two horses from the cart.
1, 2.
Anton bought his own.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh.
It was part of like his thing, and instead of a lord title, he took a knighthood and a horse or something.
Yep.
Nephis is gonna kill Carlos.
What? I'm answering your fucking question.
Bitch to me and fucking IC about fucking. You're not enough horses. Open the door. There's fucking enough horses. Suck my nuts. Get off the sled.
No, he can't ride it.
Man, exhaustion's really
You're
getting
gonna
to
make me
Nephis.
sad. Shut up.
Press Control Z,
This is
Nephis.
Devon
the
saying
board
this
is
shit.
fucked up.
Oh.
So then Devon can suck my dick. Ah.
Yeah, I bet you'd fucking like that. Oh.
Ah.
Oh god damn it.
What's going on?
I don't know what happened, but I saw it happen.
I think that's good.
I'm still loading. Oh, yeah, that works.
The DM has sent a very important message in chat.
Oh, let me see. Off in the distance. Oh. Doesn't look like we'll have much time to even rest up here. I already see riders off in the distance. And he points.
Yeah, and I see one in the other direction.
Wait, so we see 3? Hold on.
2.
2. One in the east, one in the west. I'm assuming Nephis sees one and Carlos sees the other,
Okay.
because that would make the most sense.
Alright, I understand.
Has your homeland always been like this, Isaac?
Yes.
I'll be honest, it kind of sucks.
Vin rides off.
I will point out you're still technically in Dordian territory. This is
To the
not
east.
fully Isaac's homeland yet.
Oh.
Technically, by the map. Just, I don't know, as a fun fact, I guess.
Wait,
Gotcha.
maybe
But yes, this area has always sucked.
maybe Vin has the right of it. If we stop these scouts from reporting back, maybe we can remain hidden here longer.
How far out are they?
On the horizon.
They're on the horizon.
Vin is heading towards the one in the east. Hell yeah.
Okay. After about 5 minutes of Vinshenzo riding, because they're all fairly plainly easy to see at this point now that Carlos and Nephis were pointing them out, and Vinshenzo, you can see this too. The rider turns south and starts riding away from you. He's like a mile away.
Can I gain on him?
Yeah, you can go after him. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just giving you a distance reference.
I pursue him, and I'd like to keep an eye out for other riders.
Okay.
Has the Western Rider done anything?
The Western Rider is still going north. Both of them had originally been slowly moving north. This rider is still going north. How long do you intend to try and pursue the rider, Vinshenzo, until you catch up?
Until I catch up or I see other riders.
Okay.
Within 90 feet of him.
Well. Okay, and you're catching up to sleep distance, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, so you start to gain on this guy, and you get to a distance of. Just double check. That's not the one I'm looking for.
Let's fucking go.
There it is. You get to a distance of about 400 feet. You can see this guy. He's riding not super hard, but his horse is going pretty fast. And he reaches behind him with a longbow drawn and an arrow knocked. Let's roll initiative.
Very well. I rolled sorry. 19.
Okay, you get to go first.
Is there any like cover in front of me that I can like ride behind while he's doing that?
You're chasing him through open steps. There is visual cover in terms of terrain. There's a little bit of terrain cover if you angle yourself the right way. Effectively, we're treating this like a chase. So the horse rider is here. Oh shit, that was a toss, but it'll be this rider here, and then you're 150 feet behind him, and you can weave through like the shallow terrain dips and maybe get out of the way, but there's no hard cover.
I stay on him, riding as hard as I can, and prepare a dodge.
Okay, he's going to fire a longbow arrow, an arrow from a longbow. There we go, behind him. Because you're at long range, he has disadvantage. 19.
He should have gotten sharpshooter.
17. Well, I mean, a 17 to hit is his lowest. Sorry, 17 plus 18, 19, 20 to hit artificial.
Is he hitting me?
Yeah, he's hitting. Well, yeah, he's hitting you. Actually, at that range, let's find out. Your heads. Yeah.
That wasn't a very good flip.
Well, I flipped it like 2 or 3 times and chucked it. I didn't even look and see where it went.
Flick it across the table.
It's fine. The tabletop flip isn't good, but it is random.
This is how you fucking flip a quarter. Huh.
I didn't see it. You moved out of my screen.
Okay, whatever Chris
Yeah.
rolled is what it is. Holy shit.
So 1d8
I'm
plus
just
2
fucking
damage.
with
You
him,
take
Jesus
5 damage.
Hell yeah. Alright, I take 5 damage.
Seeker can fuck with Chris, but nobody else.
Brotherly love.
Okay. Ah.
It is now your turn.
Wait, didn't you say he was 500 feet away when he did that?
It was 400 feet
400.
away.
What's a longbow's range? Did you?
A longbow's
feet.
range is 600 feet at long range, 150 feet at short range. So he has disadvantage to hit on anything above 151 feet all the way to 600.
I keep riding.
So that arrow just kind of just sailed out of the sky and got real damn close to you. Okay, so you're going to keep riding. So he's going to fire a second one.
Preparing a dodge.
Well, 2, so he definitely misses. Doesn't matter what the second roll is. So the arrow, you see another arrow, but you're easily able to predict its course, and it sails harmlessly past your head.
How close are we now?
You haven't gained on him.
Oh, I thought I was gaining on him.
No, you were, and then basically you got a certain distance. He turned and fired his bow at you, and then started just fucking booking it.
Okay. 500 feet. I guess I turn back.
All right, you see, because it's forever, and I assume Vinshenzo would look back once or twice.
Yes.
But you see him as he's moving south start to travel east. He's going from south to southeast, back generally in the direction that you guys had come from originally. He hadn't. I'll point out that he hadn't been going like super due south, or at least if you're thinking about it on a map, which I'm not going to bother. But he wasn't like heading there in the first place. when you were chasing him initially, but he then like tacked back after you broke off.
Okay.
Back at the farm, is anybody actively on watch?
I think it's
Carlos
Carlos.
Carlos, roll me a perception check. Actually, no, you got pretty high perception. What do you got for perception?
Passive 18.
Okay, never mind. You see it. A fireworks starburst explodes in the sky to the west, sort of where the last time you saw that other rider was.
The hell.
Question.
I look that way and scan the
Never mind.
horizon. Do I see what launched it?
You're gonna roll your perception.
At disadvantage, I think.
No, it's daytime now.
Exhaustion.
Oh
Not
yes,
exhausted.
it's an ability. Oh yeah, no, he's not.
Oh.
Forgot.
Alright.
There's 3 people who are and 3 people who aren't.
Yeah, that's why I'm watching, because they're not.
Yeah.
I mean, they are exhausted and I'm not. Alright, so 27.
You see a rider who has putting his bow, sort of returning his bow to its holster on his horse. Far in the distance, you can see him just vaguely stick figuring, doing that. And you can see the horse turn and ride away in a direction that appears to be south. Where would he be? He's on the west. He's kind of going due east.
How much time has passed from when we got there to when this happened?
About an hour,
Oh, bitch. Alright.
hour or 2.
Carlos wakes everyone and lets them know what happened, that there was a starburst firework that was launched over us and
Not over
rider.
you, but
Oh.
in the sky in the distance,
Yeah.
just for the sake of clarity.
nearby, and that a rider was seen to the west, and then he ran very fast to the south.
DM,
Hello.
since we're since it's kind of Dordian-like, would Anton recount anything like that?
He can roll history with advantage.
Thank you.
Advantage.
Can I roll history?
You can roll history, but not with advantage. My
Solid
rationale
roll.
being that Anton actually fought these guys in a war.
12.
17.
This is not Dordian tactics.
This is not Dordian tactic. Oh, that's good news.
Oh,
In Anton's mind, if they were Dordians, there would be a circle of horsebowmen peppering you to pincushions right now.
Yeah,
And
there should be a
probably some
lot
sort
more
of beasts.
horses.
Well, not more, but by this time, like you reckon based on your own personal experience,
they
at
wouldn't be
the
shooting
amount
off
of
flares.
well, no, the amount of time. This is again Anton's internal experience. The amount of time that has passed from first contact to now. If this was the Dordian, like a Dordian war party, you guys would have already been engaged. And depending on how pessimistic Anton is, he can determine what the outcome would have looked like for himself.
I'd rather keep the pessimistic outlook to myself, but I am going
Well,
to
you
share
could be
this.
optimistic too, but that's up to you.
I'm going to share this knowledge. Oh, it's been a long night, man.
Not nighttime anymore. It's daytime.
I know.
It was a long night.
Daytime.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Man, what a week, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, this must still be the bandits then.
you guys have never. Well, I guess I did say bandits, but yeah, you can't clearly. Fuck it. I already said bandits. We're just gonna go with that because that's.
I'm
what
gonna
it
go
said,
ahead
so-
and relay this to the others, though. It's probably still them, but it's not Dordians, so.
Not dirty. Oh, I guess that's a good thing. I don't know. We should probably still get out of here, or either that or prepare to defend ourselves. I can't imagine they would have fired off a flare for no reason.
So, for the sake of time synchronization, this is the point in time for you guys that Vinshenzo has just finished his encounter with the horseman he chased. That is the same. Now we're synced up on the timeline.
So I'm on my way back.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Damn.
Oh.
Alright.
And they don't know, just for the sake of, again, clarity, there's been no communication between the parties so far, so they don't know how far away you are. They don't know if you're coming back or not. They just know that you're gone.
It's hard to really tell what that flare means, if they spotted anything or if it's something else. So
Obvious.
yeah. Either way, we can probably hold out here for a bit until Vin gets back.
If he
what's
gets
the-
back.
Does the fucking earring of message, does it have a range on it? I forget.
Yes.
Yeah, 160 feet or something like that, 120.
Okay. Carlos would look and see that Carlos was not anywhere nearby. Finn was nowhere nearby.
I'm nowhere nearby. I'm 2 hours away.
Fuck. Oh.
Cool.
Okay.
Can't people sleep on this fucking sled?
Probably.
Maybe.
Be bumpy.
We should
Probably,
start
like-
thinking about that, guys.
Fucking probably tie myself down with a rope.
You should have strapped in.
Yeah. Wouldn't risk falling off.
Carlos is walking around out here with his strap on, but he's not strapped in.
So what do you guys think? Should we just hold up here until Vin gets back?
I think we should hold here.
Okay.
Keep an eye out then, Carlos. I'm gonna go wait at the sled.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out. You guys should try to get some more rest.
Ton nods and shuts his eyes again.
I will also be on guard.
All right. So after about an hour, those on guard can guard me up. Do some perception rolls.
Alright. Hey,
Damn.
Okay, 12, 17, 9, 25. All right. Anton, you see things on the horizon.
I'm
You see-
sleeping.
You see... What?
Yeah, he's sleeping.
Why does it say night 17? Oh,
That was
different.
earlier.
For the history.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking-
9 and
okay.
25 are the only perception ones you need to worry about.
I've
Yeah.
closed my eyes.
I'm just gonna do this for my own sanity, just in case there's other rolls. No, I won't get confused. So Chill, you see shit. Or sorry, Isaac sees shit. Chill, you see all. Carlos, you notice there are riders on the horizon of the east. However, with your apparently eagle eyes, these seem like different people from the last horsemen's that you saw, plural.
So they're different from the group that's been chasing us and had surrounded us and all that kind of stuff and was just firing flares.
No. This is an hour later, right? So an
Okay.
hour later, you see a group of riders that look not the same as the other the enemies that you've been running from.
Yeah,
They're
that's
not
what I
traveling towards you. They're on the western horizon. They're moving south. Sorry, eastern horizon, moving south.
Copy. Can I tell if they've noticed us?
You can tell that they are traveling south, and they're in a fairly tight knit group, moving at good speed. You see at least 15 to 20 riders. If they are looking this way, they're not maneuvering to go to you guys.
Copy. I make a note of it, and I continue to watch them until they're out of view. I'm prepared to wake the others, but I don't want to wake them needlessly, so they can get rest.
For sure. Okay. For the next hour, another perception roll from those perceiving.
Would this be about the time that Vin is getting back to?
No, I'm running Vin's time concurrently because he's traveling back too. Ah, Chelsea's shit. Please no beep beep because I'm sleep. What does that
Khutula
mean?
needs rest.
Don't make noise because I'm tired and sleepy and sleeping.
She's gonna kill somebody if she doesn't get enough rest.
Oh, after she dinks her stream waiter.
It's tasty.
Dink the stream waiter. Okay, 21 and 25. The both of you notice 3 riders on the horizon. Coming from the southwest. Vinshenzo, hello. There's a reason why we're skipping quickly. Just let me do my thing.
Hell yeah.
Never.
So Vinshenzo, as you're returning, you've been traveling for what you think is about an hour, heading back to where you think the dudes are. I'd like you to roll survival.
That is at disadvantage because I'm exhausted. Let's go.
Believe in you.
Hiya.
Oh,
Fuck.
Awesome. All right. Jesus Christ.
Seeker, can you send me the link that you had for Earrings of Message so I can have it on hand for later? I'm trying
Okay,
to
I'll
look for it.
Google it.
I Google it, but I only see one. All I see are Earrings of Whisper and one DnD 5e.wiki. It doesn't say anything about range, but I remember you specifically saying a range.
It uses the message spell,
Oh,
which
Okay.
has a specific range, which is 120 feet. I will send you the link for message.
thank you.
Okay, so Vincenzo would like you to roll me perception.
Okay, that is at disadvantage because I'm exhausted. Let's
Yes,
go.
sir.
I'm honest. I'm an honest cherub. 4 plus
Okay.
5 is 9.
Okay. So you travel for another hour, and
Hell
we'll
yeah.
leave you there. Me too. Okay.
At least I'm safe inside my mind.
Safe inside your mind. How, just for curiosity's sake, are you pushing the horse to go fast, or are you just kind of like
To get
traveling
back,
at a trot?
I would
Okay.
be traveling slowly to get back. Unless I
Not-
saw the firework, but I feel like if I saw the firework, I would kind of know where I am, but...
You're too far away to have seen the firework.
okay, then I'm just at a trot.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys see your going back to the farmstead. You guys see
Canter.
the 3 riders on the southwest horizon. They are moving. They're moving at a normal travel pace, and they are spread out.
They're heading towards the farmhouse?
They are heading north, but they are heading north in a way that takes them close to the farmhouse. Like they'll be traveling past.
I tried
Not on the horizon like you yet. No. This is back at the farmstead.
Oh,
You're lost. You have no idea. Like, well,
Oh, okay. I
you
thought
don't know
this
where
was-
you're going.
Okay,
or
I'm
at least
sorry.
you think you know where you're going, but you're not going.
yeah. I
You're
thought,
not going where
I
you
thought you were
need to.
telling me that I saw them. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You didn't see anything because you rolled a thing. Anyways, yeah. So farm crew.
Yes, we're listening now.
Were you listening 30 seconds ago when I was talking about the 3 riders riding? That will
North and
eventually
getting
ride
close,
close.
but
Only half because I thought you were talking to Vin as well.
Okay.
Anton
Well-
is still resting at the moment.
For the sake of it, so once again, they're southwest of the of this little farmstead. They're traveling north, but if they continue on that course, they will pass within an easy spotting distance of the farmstead, in the sense that they'll easily be able to spot you.
Copy. About how long will it be before they're able to see us, approximately?
You reckon that if they keep on their course and speed, and if they have been eating carrots like good boys, they're probably going to be on you in about 20 minutes.
Copy. I'll wake the others and inform them of what I see, that there's riders to the southwest that are moving north, and will be able to see us if they keep moving that way. About 20 minutes.
Do you think Nephis would be able to work some of that magic again? Nephis. Just Anton just looks in the direction of Nephis. Are you able to help us stay low here?
Nephis squints at you and says nothing.
Forget
I think the
asked.
only way we'd be able to get that to work is if we brought all of the horses into the house somehow.
Right. Did any of them have bows?
Did I notice any bows? Do they just have regular weapons like all the other riders, so like longbow and shit?
You didn't notice a weapon because they're quite far away and they had nothing drawn.
They're too far away to see.
Yeah, they looked like they were holding the reins of their horses.
They had any
Best as you
weapons,
could
they
tell.
were on their back or on their side.
Any sign of Vin?
Nothing yet. He might have gotten lost.
No, it's not a good time to get lost.
We have
Alright.
two options then. We can try to get out of here, but they would definitely see us leave, or we can bunker down and just fight them off if they come at us. Second option is probably best, so that Vin can find us again.
Yeah.
I
The
did
little like
say at one point I would be fine on my own. To the others.
yeah, but I mean, come on, dude.
Does it mean that we can still have concern for you?
You can
Anyway.
trust me.
Oh, okay. The cottage, the broken down cottage that we're near or in and around, does it have like windows on its windows? Does it have windows?
No, but there are some of the shutters or some of the windows are like shuttered and boarded. Not all of them.
But
There are two windows that are just straight open.
I asked if there are windows.
Yeah.
I had described it at the start. I didn't realize that you had forgotten. But yes, there are windows. The windows are... half of them are boarded up. The others are open. There are windows on all four sides, so there's effectively like a closed window and an open window on each side.
Copy. Carlos would take up a position in one of the windows with his crossbow.
I don't have anything to really use in a window. I've got javelins, but that's really about it. Otherwise, I'd have to get
Anton, I think you might be best if you stayed on your horse out of sight around the house, and then if they came at us, you could ride out and meet them.
Agreed.
Okay. So, about... Nephis takes his horse to the west side of the house, facing it north, and waits on his sled. Cool shit. Alright, so about 15 minutes... We'll say 18 minutes. I don't know, how long are you going to wait until they get close enough? Like, they'll be within spotting range in 20 minutes. That doesn't mean they'll be, like, 20 feet away from the house. They'll be in easy, like, identification and that kind of thing. Do you want to wait until then, or do you want to wait till a little bit closer?
Carlos is going to wait until they get within, well, at least light crossbow range.
Okay, what's the range for that?
80 and 220. Oh, sorry, 320.
All right, so you wait 20 minutes. for them to get closer, and then another about 5 minutes. You see them slow down for a moment. They're at the top of the hill. They're still out of range to about 300, 400 feet away, ish. You see them talking amongst each other. One of them pulls out his bow and hooks an odd facing arrow to it. He pulls what looks to be a strange tab and then fires it off into the sky. In the sky, you see a starburst firework flare into life.
Hell.
Damn, another goddamn flare. Does Vin see this flare?
Vinshenzo, you can roll me survival. Excuse me, a disadvantage, and then another perception check as well.
Hell yeah. Let's fucking go. Alright, this is survival. What was it? Survival? Did I say? Yeah.
Yeah, the first one and the second one is perception.
Let's see. That is a 6 for survival. And perception. At 1 for perception.
Damn.
Okay, cool.
He had mud in his eye.
You're still riding. You're tired. It's very tired. And the sun is bright. Life is just kind of miserable right now.
Yeah, I would be kind of at disadvantage anyway. This is awesome.
Double disadvantage.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if they stacked?
Yeah. So yeah, you don't see Vinshenzo anywhere, and Vinshenzo doesn't see you. And I'll leave it at that.
Good luck, everyone else.
Good luck, everyone. All right. The horses, the men on horses, they start to part ways, and they begin riding counterclockwise to the homestead, the farmstead, I should say, maintaining distance and beginning to orbit around. If you are not interacting with them or doing anything specific, or at least as you do things, they essentially complete a full circuit of the house, ensuring that they essentially are observing all angles of the farmstead.
Means they're gonna see the horses.
Well, anything that's not hiding or stealth, which would now be a time to roll stealth if you're like outside or in somewhere where it's not full cover. You know, if you want to hide from them and you're not in full cover, now's the time.
Carlos,
Like,
you told
if
me
you're in the house, you're fine pretty much.
Unless you're like standing in a window, you know,
Carlos,
Maybe, like,
unless you
or standing on the other side of a window.
unless you told me otherwise, I probably would have gone outside.
Yeah, you would have
question.
been ready on your horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carlos told you to.
And
Yeah.
Nephis is on the west side of the house, facing north, facing his horse north and waiting on his sled. So Nephis is visible unless he wants to hide.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm rolling right.
Yep, that's fine.
Calculating.
Calculating.
Question is, can I even do that?
16.
I don't even think I can.
I rolled with disadvantage.
Question is what?
I don't see why you couldn't. Are you just like in the middle of the garden on your horse?
Yeah, getting ready to get on it. So I've got my
Oh yeah, no, you're
got my stuff.
You're
Yeah.
plainly in sight.
Yeah, I figured.
Sucked up against the house. I'm sucked.
Yeah, if they've seen me, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on the horse.
Okay.
Do I have to roll if I'm peeking from a window?
I'm gonna get you to roll with advantage. Actually,
Gubbies.
no. I'm not gonna get you to roll. I rescind that statement.
Oh. I shouldn't have rolled then.
So Gandhi's.
Dude, I wasted all my luck on that roll.
Yeah.
Well, they're orbiting. They're still orbiting. They haven't changed their direction or anything.
Okay, so they were going counterclockwise, and they started like pretty much from the east, right? So
They've done a
where are
full. They've done a
Oh.
full circuit by now.
They've done a
and
full.
they're
So they're on
yeah.
the east side again.
they're back on the east side, and they're slowing down, and they're now increasing their distance, but continuing to. They're effectively
Circuit.
just trotting. Yeah.
Copy that. Feel like I'm
After a
defending my
good.
homestead.
If you're not gonna do nothing after a good 20 minutes, a long time of waiting, they're still sort of trotting around and hoofing and stamping. The horses are antsy, they're doing their thing. You see a red starburst in the sky farther to their south.
Yeah. I think someone just answered them.
Would Anton have been able to better see these guys before they?
Oh, they're not hiding. You can see them. You can watch them. Like, they're plainly visible, and they're a
Would I be
decent distance
able?
away.
They're pretty much still bandits, yeah. Or can I see any sort of insignias, any sort of identification?
You can perception to see.
Alright.
Oh, that was a good one.
Didn't you have a thing where if you like observe someone outside of combat?
Yeah, but he's looking for a specific detail
Ah,
at a distance.
15. I don't know. I can look up the ability. I don't think it'll work though.
yeah, I don't know.
What are you trying to do?
What are you
I'm
looking for?
I'm just trying to find any sort of identification if it really is bandits or
Sorry,
if
you
it's
said
somebody else.
You said using an ability. I don't know. Were you talking about the ability?
he
of
was talking.
perception?
He was talking about know your enemy, and that's I don't
takes
think that applies.
time.
Yeah.
I definitely failed a perception check, but I would want to do a know your enemy check.
I don't know if I can even. I mean, if I'm spending at least 1 minute, I can.
You
but...
just spend a minute observing the creature.
All
They
right.
spent
outside
like
of
20
combat.
minutes walking around us, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, the part that I'm getting hung up at, because at no point in time has there been like a limit to the 400 feet away. That's what? How many? Well, that's like not right next to you. That's a decent distance away, I feel.
Yeah. That's why I was kind of like I don't know if
Like
I'd be
that's
able to tell.
I'm using this based off of how good your eyesight is. Like Knight rolled a 15. If he's able to discern enough information, for instance, when Kardoc rolled 25, and he could
Hell yeah.
see an entire horde of horsemen traveling in a specific direction, he knew that they didn't look the same, and all they're like, he could see a lot because he rolled 25. I feel like based on the amount of detail you can discern from an object, should be able to let you do things like know your enemy. If he had like a telescope and he was watching him for the whole half hour, that's pretty cool. Well, I'm getting into roll perception here.
Right, but Anton can see them, and so can Isaac, and there's no specific range on know your enemy, I believe.
There's not. I'll post the thing in Vagabond here in just a minute.
I feel like at that point it falls down to what the DM says.
yeah, he said
It
I think
really,
he rolled a
it
what?
really does.
Would that be sufficient?
121 meters with a 15. You do not see any specific insignia or anything uniquely identifying them as any one group or another.
Okay. Yeah, I figured.
I would, however, like to know your enemy, the armor class and hit points compared to me.
I would like you to roll perception to see how much of that detail you can make out. I've already explained this once. The sheer distance, 121 meters. As somebody who's spent a lot of time looking at these long distances, sometimes you can't see the shit.
Isaac accidentally looks the wrong way.
You rolled
a 1?
He rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you think these are Dordian horsemen? You're pretty sure these are Dordian horsemen.
Where did they go?
Wouldn't that directly contradict what Anton Greycastle said about the?
Yeah, this not being Dordian tactics or
Yeah, so now
strategies,
they're
yeah.
basically in disagreement where Anton's like, wait, no, they're not. And Isaac's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
Isaac's turning us
Insanity.
against each other.
Isaac's like, I should know. I live here. Why don't you trust me?
I killed people in this.
This is my great grandfather's farm.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see who's right.
It's true.
Okay, Vinshenzo. What's your passive perception is?
15.
Okay, at this point in time, your whatever daze or thing that you were in that you weren't really paying attention to your surroundings, you finally snap out of it as you hear the sound of hooves traveling quite fast in your vicinity. You look around and you notice that 100 feet behind you and closing are two riders coming at you from 45-degree angles. So one's coming from your back left and one's coming from your back right.
Oh shit.
How far away?
100 feet and closing.
How close are they together?
I'd have to do math based on triangles, but one of them is 100 feet, 45 degrees to your rear, going, I don't know,
think they're like
southwest.
100 feet from each other then too, aren't they? Because it sounds
I
like an
think-
equilateral triangle.
Basically, it's an equilateral triangle. There you go. I was never a good math student.
Yeah,
Thank you,
so they're 100
Carlos.
feet from each other and they're 100 feet from you.
Okay. Can I see if there's any other people nearby?
Yep, you can do your perception now.
I do perception. That is 16.
No, these are the only two.
I let them come.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna get you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Why the frick don't Vincenzo turn to a goddamn Chaida?
17.
Yeah.
All right.
Vin turns into a dragon.
Hell yeah, that would be awesome.
Hell yeah. I turn into a dragon, guys.
Okay. So you go first.
Okay, how close are they to me now?
Nobody's moved yet. We just roll initiative, so it's your turn.
Okay, I would like to ready the sleep spell once they're within 20 feet of each other.
Okay. So just gonna do rough thing.
If they keep their angle of 45 degrees, then they would be within 20 feet of Vin by the time they're 20 feet from each other.
Yes.
If he selects a point in between them, though, wouldn't it be 40 feet between them?
I don't know, since we're all...
Is it diameter or radius?
It's 20 foot from the point he chooses.
Fuck.
So diameter.
Okay, well, they're gonna advance, and each of them's gonna shoot their longbow at your horse.
Oh, not cat.
So 19 hits, that's 6 damage. So I'm just gonna go base off of the random thing, and then 10 plus. Sorry, I'm assuming that your horse has less than 20 AC, because a 19 is a 22.
Yes,
Total.
it has hide armor.
Okay, so the 10
Just for
plus.
what you
this
know,
one-
but that hits, yes.
Yeah, this one is, so the 10 is 13 for the next hit.
I believe I'm looking up the warhorse right now. 13, I believe, hits as well.
With hide armor?
Because it has Dex +1, and I don't know how armor class is calculated from dexterity, so I was doing +1 to 12, which is hide armor.
Give me a second.
I'm assuming.
What's well,
What's their dex modifier?
I'm quite close to the equipment section, so I'm just gonna check
It's
it.
the Warhorse is +1.
+1 dex?
+1 dex.
Yeah, so it'd be 12 AC.
Okay, well then
And
it
it
takes another
hits.
6 damage. It's 12 total.
Understood.
Oh wow, Jesus. Okay, it's your turn.
Are they within 20 feet of each other?
They are not.
Are
They're
okay.
within 50 feet of each other and you.
Okay. I cast Sleep as a 3rd level spell on one of them. Hold on, let me, before I commit to that, let me, oh, I can't use my, oh, there it is. What the fuck is wrong with this?
What's that?
Whenever I mouse over to, whatever, oh my fucking god, whenever I mouse over to change pages on this, it, like, goes away. Something's wrong with it.
Huh.
Oh, now I can. Okay. Before I commit to that, let me just reread Sleep real quick.
I'm gonna grab myself just a glass of water while you're reading it. Just give me a second.
Anton would reiterate a question, but I forgot he's outside. That's right.
Outside where? Maybe Khutula or Nephis would hear you.
Again, if we need to, we may have to call Gotrek.
Nephis doesn't reply to you.
Yeah, I know. I
Okay, I'm
still
back.
don't like the idea.
Okay.
He doesn't reply to you not because he disapproves
I cast
of
Sleep
anything.
on
He
them.
just doesn't reply.
On both, or just the
On
guy
one.
and his rider?
I can only
Okay.
do one right now. But things are looking kind of grim, so I'm trying to deal with one right now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay. So that is 36 against the horses and riders' HP.
Okay.
Starting with the lowest, I believe.
I would have the point emanate out from the rider.
Dex. 17. Okay, so the horse and the rider both fall asleep, but luckily the rider is able to well, basically as both of them pass out on the run, the rider is thrown clear, so he does not immediately get fucking half Nelsoned by the horse.
Does he appear to stay asleep?
Again, both of them passed out.
Hell yeah.
It's just that this time the rider didn't go crunch.
I yelled to the other one, "Come at me, you coward!"
So you say that, and he does, and he comes slamming up at you, brandishing a scimitar,
Hell yeah.
and he swings at you. Wah, 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 wah. Where is he? There he is. Okay, so +5.
No, that's another.
4 + 5 is 9. I assume he doesn't hit.
No. I think my AC is 17 because of Carlos's armor.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I would assume. And then that's all he can do. Well, yeah, he like comes up and swings at you. You're able to duck out of the way.
Okay, my turn.
But even
Yes.
on an ass.
I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him. A creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything hilariously funny and falls into a fit of laughter. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand for the duration. A creature with an intelligence score of
He gets
4.
a 1.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I pace around him.
Now I would just point out that
Menacingly.
you did that to him. His horse continues to run.
Oh. So is he on the ground or is he just laughing on the horse?
This is not the guy that fell off his horse. This is the other rider who was mounted.
Hell yeah.
He like charged at you with his sword, and he swung it at you, and then you
Right.
hideous laughed at him, and his horse ran off.
So is he attached to his horse still?
Yes.
Did he like fall and he's being dragged, or he's just still in his stirrups?
He's like slumped back. He's cackling, but his stirrups have caught him.
Hell yeah.
So he's just kind of uselessly flopping around and in a fit of laughter as the horse
That is-
just gallops off, trying to figure out what the hell's going on, because now the rider's a limp dick and it's freaking the horse out.
That is pretty funny.
Hell yeah.
I'd laugh too.
All right. He's affected for that for 1 minute.
Okay. Well, how long does the sleep spell last?
Until the target is shaken awake, I believe.
Isn't it duration 1 minute?
Oh, is it?
Well, that's kind of the
Oh, yeah,
duration 1 minute.
Yeah. He's asleep for
Okay.
1 minute.
So you got about 55 seconds of doing whatever the hell you want before these two come back into their senses.
I ride up to this one and tie him up with my silk rope.
Okay.
Oh yeah, dude.
So he was 50 feet away, which is 1 turn's worth of movement. Oh yeah, no, fuck. What am I talking
No, I'm
about?
on a horse.
Yeah, it's 55 seconds. Sorry, I'm different mindset. Anyways, okay. Well, you
Yeah.
tie him up. You get him all tied up within a minute.
Me.
Okay. Well, 55 seconds goes by, and the
I
the
throw
man
him.
wakes up all tied. The horse wakes up and starts like freaking the shit out as it's on the ground and like what do you call, spasms itself into being upright, and then just gallops off.
I slap the horse on the ass. Get out of here.
Okay. And then let's see what happens. Okay, an arrow goes sailing past your head, and you see the other horseman's coming back.
How far away?
He's at a distance of 80 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, the horse didn't get very far. Oh wait, no, a minute. Shit, sorry, I gotta think about that. No, he'd be at 60 feet every 5 seconds. 55 seconds. That's 60 times fucking 11, which is 660 feet. So
Hell yeah.
He's just some ways out there.
never mind. Sorry, I did my math inappropriately. I was
That's fine.
still thinking the same track of you only having like a turn. So no, an arrow does not come sailing back.
I throw
And
this
ignore the
asshole
other
on the
man.
back of my horse.
Okay, roll me an athletics check.
Hell yeah.
You miss and kill him.
Shit. So that. Oh, where the fuck is my thing now? Athletics
+1.
is strength, right?
Strength, yeah.
+0. Oh no, +1 because of yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause
12.
bard.
I got 12.
Oh, excuse me. 12. All right. I'm going to say you are able to. Vinshenzo is sickly and weak or some shit, isn't he?
He's exhausted.
He's exhausted, but that was with disadvantage. So I mean,
No. I'm sorry. I was just trying to remember his backstory, but it doesn't matter. You rolled good. You get him on the horse. Fuck it. Who cares?
I just develop a pulley system to get him on the
Yep.
horse.
probably wasn't graceful.
Yeah, a sack of potatoes, a lot of effort. Takes you longer than you expect, but you get him on a horse.
I mount my horse.
Your horse has been mounted.
I try to find the cabin.
Okay, so at a certain point, and I'll still use the same roll because I fucked up, and I'm going to use the roll. So at a certain point, as you're starting to head away, an arrow comes sailing across your head, and the other guy's behind you. He's at that point in time 120 feet away,
Hell yeah.
and he had been riding hard, but he is now slowed to keep himself at a distance.
Okay, I ride hard towards him.
Okay,
Oh, let's hope your friend is a good shot, shouldn't we?
so are you doing like basically like pushing the horse to go double its distance, or are you just going towards him in a normal
120
move?
feet, let me check.
Because you can like dash the horse.
So 60 minus 120 would be 60, so no, I just move my normal amount, which is 60, so I'm 60 feet from him then.
Okay.
I cast Sleep as a 3rd level spell.
Jesus Christ. How many 3rd level spell slots do you have?
This is my last one.
Okay.
Good night. 36.
Before
Yeah,
it
same
last
thing
time,
happens.
But this man might be different.
He's built different.
Aye.
He is injured. He becomes injured as the horse falls on his leg.
Oh, does that wake him up?
I guess taking damage would wake you up, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Taking damage
So yeah,
wakes you up.
he wakes up again then.
And he's
I
like,
had-
is he like for game
he
mechanics?
pinned?
Is he restrained?
He's incapable of moving. His move speed is 0, and he is prone.
Does he have a weapon in his hand?
He's capable of reaching all of his weapons, and
Did
he's
the
still
horse
60
land on him?
feet away from you. Yeah, the horse landed on his leg.
Is the horse
Is his leg
alive?
broken?
The
The
horse,
horse
is
still
asleep.
on him.
Oh, okay. I just take off.
The man and the horse fell asleep. The horse fell down, landing on his leg, waking him up again.
Wait a minute. I
Kill him.
cast Vicious Mockery on him.
Farting.
I whisper words of Sylvan into my hand and blow it at him. At higher levels, 1d4 when you reach level 5. So 2d4 damage. Hell yeah, dude.
Is there a D6?
It's not for
Oh,
him.
sorry.
Oh,
wisdom saving throw from the enemy.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
yeah, he has to succeed a wisdom saving throw against DC fucking whatever it is. 15.
DC nuts.
He fails.
His next attack has disadvantage, and he takes 6 damage.
Okay, so you kill him with Vicious Mockery,
Hell yeah.
and you witness that. So, however Vinshenzo feels about killing him with Vicious Mockery, let that happen.
You have been mocked.
I ride off.
Killed him with words.
What the hell was that?
Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can kill you.
Okay, roll me another
Vincenzo.
survival.
Hell yeah. Let's fucking go. Yeah. That is.
Oh, thank God.
A decent one.
18.
So you realize that you've been traveling west this entire time.
Hell yeah.
So you're several hours farther away than you originally were, and you're gonna have to not just recoup the 2 hours travel, but several more hours. You think another 3 hours travel, so you have five hours to get back.
Oh.
Oh, goody.
It'll be a long way back to my companions. Perhaps you should get some rest. I know I'm quite tired myself.
I'm sorry, I started hearing that and it's like Vin is so fucking exhausted that the horse is telling him this.
No, I'm telling that to the guy who's awake now.
Oh, I was so confused for a second. It's like, holy shit, Vin's delusional.
Oh yeah, forgot about that guy.
I pat my horse and say, a little bit further, girl.
Does the man say anything to Vin?
We'll never know. At the farmstead, because I'm trying to move this along. So you're at the farmstead. You guys are doing your thing.
Yeah.
Still just the three.
For now.
All right. Is anybody taking any sort of attacking actions right now? I'm not gonna go charging out there just yet.
I think they're still like 400 feet away.
They're keeping at distance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
no.
keeping a distance.
Carlos is just
They're
staying
outside of
inside the house.
150 feet. I'm not attacking.
Yeah, Carlos is just staying inside and just kind of peeking out the window and watching them.
Nephis used the hide action. So he's hiding.
Hell yeah.
Khutula is also hiding.
I think the only person they've seen other than the horses is Anton.
I think so, yeah. And Anton's just going to look back at them for right now.
Maybe his retainers. Are his retainers with them, or are they hiding in the house?
They're hiding in the house.
Oh, okay.
Anton
makes
and
sense.
did you bring all the horses in the house too?
No.
No, just the horses and
Okay,
Anton.
so-
That's what they see.
Anton and several horses.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
8 horses
This
or
house
something.
is about to
Okay.
be stinky.
Yeah.
It's a good thing all the people are hiding. They'll never know how many people are here. It's just one man and his 800 horses.
I am apparently a rancher now. Some kind, I don't know.
In plate armor.
In full plate armor with a lance and a shield with a horse that's armored up, yeah.
He's
Now,
got to
I wonder
protect
who
his
he could be.
investments.
I wonder who he can be.
It's dangerous out there. There's raiders. I mean,
Legendary.
Legendary.
Out of curiosity, Nephis, you packed the horse and sled, correct?
Nope.
So the sled is not.
Stated, I hug the horse and sled against the west side of the house.
Okay, so there's no equipment in the on the sled. It's not
There
packed.
is.
Okay, that's what I'd asked originally.
it was never unpacked, I think is what he's saying.
No, I'm keeping everything on my sled because it's so big that I don't need to take anything off of it.
Okay, that's what I was double checking. The sled itself is not concealed, correct?
I hugged it against the wall as close as I could. I would consider that somewhat.
It would be, yeah, concealed from certain directions, but I mean, you haven't taken any active attempt to like camouflage it from all directions, right?
No.
Okay, that's more what I was trying to get at.
Gotcha.
Just trying to make sense of what they would be able to see, so I understand what the picture is that they would look at, so I can get in the mind of a man on a horse.
Depending if they see me, they just see a sled with a horse and some stuff on it. Possibly a man curled up in a ball, trying to hide.
Fetal position, silently sobbing.
No,
I'm so
That's
tired.
Khutula.
he's in a ball.
Anyway, so after some time comes by,
Spherical.
the horsemen who have stopped their orbit and are just kind of parked on a small hillock and are watching the farmstead from the same distance. If you do nothing but watch back, for those of you who are watching, eventually they are joined by another 5 riders. One of the horses is pulling a sled of its own, but it's smaller than Nephis's.
Damn, they're everywhere out here.
So the men that have just joined up go around to the horse that has its sled on it, and they start unpacking some things from the sled. Because you guys can see them pretty well, you can see generally what they're doing. and they begin creating some sort of a strange device. It seems.
That's
The three riders who were on horseback, they descend from their horses, and then they take some arrows out of their quivers, the same strange arrows that Carlos you had seen before. And then after a certain period of time, they begin to draw arrows, and the men who've constructed a device which looks like a small wooden frame with strange looking hollow cylinders. It appeared to be made out of wood or some other kind of natural material.
oh fuck. I try. I don't know if I was able to get the others' attention inside the house. I would have tried to call for them and tried to bring their attention to them constructing this device, whatever this thing is.
Carlos is watching through a window.
Yeah, this.
Ditto.
Can I roll to try to figure out what the fuck that thing is?
Anybody can if they wish.
Alright.
Anton would like to as.
I
What
would
kind of
like
roll
to.
is it?
I'm just gonna say your intelligence, whatever your intelligence bonus is.
Intelligence modifier. Copy that. That's +5.
Jesus Christ, the people in the house see everything.
For once.
Isaac
Last two
and
times I
Carlos,
percepted, I
you're
rolled
aware
ones.
that this is a rocket launcher.
Excuse me, what the fuck?
Carlos's eyes.
Colloquially known in this part of the region as a fire dragon.
Would Carlos know it's called a fire dragon?
Yeah.
Carlos's eyes go wide, and he starts to like kind of breathe a little heavier, and he fucking like rushes to like one of the other windows that he can see the other people outside, and he announces, like, not yelling but also not quietly, they have a blasted rocket launcher. It's a fire dragon.
Anton is confused by this. Has he seen
Yeah, you know what that is, Anton. After hearing the word, you know what that is.
shit?
You faced it before, or you've seen it employed before.
What is it primarily used for? Is it just to bring down or burn down houses pretty much?
It's an incendiary weapon, a long-range incendiary weapon,
Nephis,
and sometimes it can do other things.
I
I
was just
think we
kinda-
need to get out of here, gentlemen.
Actually, you know what, Anton? I'll let you roll history on that. But the rest of you, specifically Carlos and Isaac, you guys are aware of it. Carlos, you know of it because of Castile uses primitive rockets as well. And Isaac, you know, because you've seen these weird rickety things before, and you've seen people launching shit with them or using them for signals. It is actually like not specifically a military device. That technology is also used for communication in the wilds as well, for other things. So it's essentially just a piece of equipment that can be used for a multitude of purposes, including combat.
Nephis grabs Khutula, not literally, and says, "We should get out of here now. The others are fools."
Carlos is already there. He agrees with Nephis.
Okay,
My retainer
as you
should be
guys
mounted.
start fucking like, no, there's no glass in the windows.
Hell yeah.
Once again, the windows are wide open, or sorry, half the windows are wide open and half of them are shut. There's an open window and a closed window on each side of the building,
Copy that.
and a door. The door's busted in.
That means little to nothing to me, because I'm not in the house.
Yeah. So I assume that now the farmstead and all of you guys as occupants have essentially just started mass movement.
I don't know what the fucking retards with the horses inside are doing, but Nephis is immediately heading north.
Okay. As this happens, the riders get on their horses and take off in pursuit. They start coming down the hill and charging after. They're not going to get to you like in the next turn or anything, but they're beginning their attack.
And this is how many people?
There's 3 riders. There are 5 others crewing the rocket launcher.
Okay. I rolled an 8 on that history. I'd imagine I don't know specifically what it's used against.
You've never been around it.
Okay.
In terms of like, you know what it is. It is a piece of technology. Like, it's generally, the concept of it is known. But you were never in an action where it was employed against you, and you've never really seen its other capabilities, but you've heard about it.
Shit. All right.
You know that the Tarvian Empire is working on its own, has worked on its own model. Likely, what's his nuts? Tropal from
The
only one
artificer.
session. Yeah, he probably worked on them, but he's not here anymore.
Oh.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah.
Could have used a ballista right about now.
Is it?
How far away is it? It's the 400 feet.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have nothing
They
that can reach it.
parked out of range on a hill.
Riding
Not out of range of me.
Nephis takes off his gauntlet and hands it to Khutula. Do what you need with it.
Okay.
You're saying you could do stuff to the rocks.
I could cast light on it
Um,
for visibility.
Maybe if like rocks that were lit up came at them, they'd think they were something else.
I guess. He is clearly
this
like
is why
kind of.
you got turned into a kobold with stupid ideas like that.
Okay,
Gauntlet
at
back.
200 feet. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the time for the sake of initiatives and stuff and getting my head wrapped around at this very instant in time where all of the human beings are. So this will be about 400. Oh shit! What's 150 minus 400? I have a calculator. That's how much time we'll be able to calculate how long you guys have to.
Did you say 150 minus 400?
400 minus 150, 150 minus 400. The distance
250.
they were at is 400 feet. They are moving to 150 feet before I freeze time.
Yeah,
So-
200 feet away.
200 divided by 5. 200 divided by 30.
So wait, they're already close to us.
They're moving to 150 feet before they commit any aggressive action, aside from them advancing, which is why I'm trying to establish a timeline of saying, hey, you guys have up to this point in time to do shit, so that I know at that point in time where you guys are. It's convoluted, it's complicated, but I'm trying to be fair and give you guys time to react to the approaching horsemen.
I was just under the impression us moving, us being Nephis, Khutula, and Carlos triggered them to push forward.
You
considering
did?
They hopped onto the horses.
You did, but I'm not counting that as combat until, like, because it'll take us forever. If they're going to be moving 60 feet every turn, and you guys are going to be doing one turn's worth, so I'm not going to engage combat until then. So which means you guys have like that much time to move. I guess the same amount of distance, so you can get. Was it 150 miles? So you can move 250 feet away from the thing by the time they're 150 feet in range of their first target.
Copy that.
And then, so I know that's Nephis and Khutula gone with
And Carlos.
Carlos.
Fuckers.
So now I have Isaac and Anton to figure out.
The retainers would go with them.
Okay, so all three retainers run outside, get on their horses, and start to give chase. So they are not. They're going to be 120 feet behind Nephis.
It'd be best we get some distance away from that thing, Isaac.
Anton, are you staying there? Like the retainers have left and you're still there?
For the moment, yeah. I think Isaac's still here as well.
Isaac, what are you doing?
Well, at this point, I'm kind of just in the mindset of just fucking charge them, run them down, because they're just gonna keep fucking chasing us.
I know.
But since everyone has run away,
Well, yeah, rocket launcher.
I'm telling you that we should get some distance away from that thing. So I'm gonna try and
Carlos
tell
would
you.
Carlos would look back and notice that they haven't moved yet, and he'd call out to Isaac and fucking Anton, "Stay close to us so we can support you at range."
You're like 50 meters away, 100 meters away. No, 100 meters is 600. Fuck, I can't remember. Anyways, you're far away. You're 250 feet.
We need to go, Isaac.
I don't think I get on the horse regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you guys go. So you're, I'm going to say, they're trailing 60 feet behind the retainers. This is with the assumption that everybody's moving at full speed. I will remind anybody who is suffering from exhaustion that you are suffering from exhaustion.
Anton is not suffering from exhaustion.
Isaac is not.
Okay, but that didn't really apply to you guys then.
Funny how that works.
Funny. Okay. Anyways, so you guys fuck the fuck off north, because that is the way Nephis headed.
Yeah.
It's north.
Yeah.
And continue to fuck off. In the distance, on the horizon, you begin to start to see not mountains but hills. Actual terrain features. And you start to see the tips of a few trees. Not forest, but just sparse woodland. It's still a long time away, but you can now see that in the distance. There's a landmark. Oh, excuse me. After a decent amount of heavy riding on the part of the horsemen behind you, they do start to get not close enough, but they're starting to get behind you. They're still taking chase.
How far away are they?
They're 300 feet behind you.
Am I able to see what weapons they've got?
Yes. Because you've been staring at them for a long time, you can see that they have bows drawn.
Oh.
Yeah.
I fire a longbow arrow at them.
Okay. You're going to be rolling with disadvantage, I believe, unless you have
Yes,
sharpshooter.
I do not have sharpshooter.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
16 plus... Oh, whoop, that's not mine. Plus 6.
You hit him.
So 22. And I'm going to maneuver, pushing attack.
Just thunk.
I guess.
He takes 12 damage, and it is a
You
DC
snipe him off his
16.
horse.
Right.
Oh, he just fucking dies.
Fucking hell. Carlos peers back behind them, and can he see that one of the fucking horse
They're
riders fell off the horse?
250 feet behind you, so they're 300 feet away from Isaac, which means they're about 550 feet away from just for the scope of range.
That's like almost 2 football fields.
So you probably saw it like in the distance. You probably didn't see the arrow, but you might have seen like the very faint, something
Change in
changed.
silhouette, yeah.
And I'm assuming this counts as normal combat, in which case I will shoot again at the other guy.
Okay, well, as you do that, they slow quite quickly down and spread out.
Yeah, I probably would too.
I think Isaac shot one of them off his horse.
Good for him.
A 13.
13 does not hit.
Oh.
Well, can't get lucky every time.
Yeah. Okay, and 2 arrows are gonna fly at you.
Oh. Womp.
At me, or the horse.
The conglomerate of meat that is whatever you are currently at. How has it been 3 every single time? Okay, 2 arrows just come flying past. They don't even get far enough.
Because of the dice roller.
Interesting. Maybe I won't use. I don't think it matters.
Our turn. I will
I just
shoot.
rolled
When it's
shit
my turn
anyways.
again, I will just continue shooting.
Okay, well you continue shooting, but they slow down quite quickly, and you gain speed rapidly.
I mean, I guess I'll keep shooting until they're out of range.
Okay, well you light them up. Just make sure you're keeping track of how many arrows you've wasted.
Well, I had 78, so
I'm just saying keep
I
track.
don't
That's
give-
all.
yeah, I am.
Isaac is that guy that has like 3 quivers strapped to his back.
16.
16 hits.
Oh.
And I will maneuver again.
What the frick? Why didn't you do this in the first place?
What the hell?
He was sleepy.
8.
That's a lie.
Alright, oh wait, no, 8 plus 3, 11 damage.
Kill another one. Roll your next arrow.
Just snipe.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Mongolian sniper.
At 12. That will not hit.
No. Roll your next one.
Uh, 14.
Hits.
Also maneuver.
Ow.
16 damage.
Kill another one.
I think that's all 3 of them dead.
Are there any still alive?
You killed the 3 riders. There were only 3 riders. You killed all 3.
Alright.
I can't believe it. He killed all of them.
Okay, so how far are you guys gonna fuck off north?
If it's
Well, with the pursuers dead, probably just so we get out of range of sight for the.
You're already out of
Fuck.
sight.
In that case, I don't really see the need to go much further right now.
Okay, but you and Anton are isolated from everybody else. So what is Carlos and Nephis and Khutula deciding to do?
continue writing.
Okay, how long will you continue riding for?
I guess until what time of day is it right now?
It's afternoon, mid-afternoon at this point.
I guess probably start to slow down to meet with the others, but continuing forward.
Okay, well, the retainers catch up to you first because they were given the instruction to ride, so they catch up to you guys. A little while later, either Isaac and Anton catch up or they slow down or whatever they choose to do.
Well, Isaac got them.
I have to say, Isaac, that was pretty impressive shooting.
I mean, I wasn't actually expecting to hit them.
You did.
You did, yep. Just hope that Vin's doing all right out there.
Well, the way I figure is, once Vin realizes we're not where we were, he'll probably send a message to one of us so then we can tell him where we went.
Trying to think where the hell they got a weapon like that.
I don't know. If I remember right, they're pretty expensive, aren't they?
No,
No, they're pretty common.
it's a frame with basically like hollowed out logs. It's just a chassis for whatever it is.
What about the materials?
It's medieval mortar.
Like
It's not- no, it's-
rockets.
You ever seen those Chinese rocket launchers where it's like the wooden frame with the weird?
Yeah.
it's
But
that.
what about like the fucking actual rockets they'd fire? Are those expensive?
Roll history.
Okay. $18 plus something. 20.
You know for a fact that the materials, especially in this region, are ubiquitous enough that you can make them by yourself if you have the knowledge and the materials. It's not a very complicated thing, and the kinds of things that you need to make gunpowder and incendiaries, it's found around here.
I shared this knowledge with the rest of the party.
Okay.
I'm just kind of curious to how many of those are lurking around.
Could be a lot of them if they're common. So that should be something we should be expecting in the future if they catch up with us again.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are we going?
Carlos would
Well,
kinda
we're gonna
shrug.
jump over to Vinshenzo real quick, as he is traveling back. We're gonna jump ahead the 5 hours just because it's gonna be a lot of waiting one way or another. But Vin, you've traveled back. It's sun is starting to set now. It's early evening, and you finally catch sight of the farmstead.
Hell yeah. Okay. What do I see at the farmstead?
I'm gonna get you to roll me a perception because you've been exhausted for so long. In fact, all of the duders out there on the trail can do a Constitution check again.
How many hours have we been traveling?
It's another 8-hour day, so I'm looking at a DC. I'm gonna give it a DC 17.
It's an additional 5 per day you haven't long rested.
Okay, so what was it last
I
time?
believe it was 15 last time, so I believe it's a DC 20 now.
Okay, well there we go.
All right.
From the ears, it's a DC 20 for exhaustion for not sleeping for
What the hell?
an entire 2 days.
I get 20.
Nat 20.
Wow, lucky.
Okay, plus bonuses is... Oh no, it's already 20. It's different, doesn't matter.
$26 just because I can put it in there.
Can't help it.
My retainers are probably not doing very well right now.
Well, I'll roll for them real quick.
Say we find a place to fucking sleep.
Yeah.
That's worked. The past 2 times we've tried it.
You're not going to get to that point in this part of the session. Just so you're aware.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so Vinshenzo, you have everybody who has failed the DC 20 Constitution saving throw. Congratulations, you are now at level 2 of exhaustion. Level 2, you have disadvantage on all ability checks, and your speed is halved.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Vinshenzo, you now get to roll me perception.
I rolled a 14.
Okay. So you see down at the farmstead that there is 8 horses. But you don't see any people. They must be inside the cabin. You don't notice the sled. and you don't see the armored horse of Anton.
I guess I would ride up to the cabin, keeping my eyes as alert as possible.
As you get close to the cabin, or closer, you notice that these are not the same horses as your party's horses.
I take off.
Okay. How is your Strapo buddy secured to your horse?
He's not. He's just hefted over the back.
Okay.
And I'm riding at a good clip, so if he jumped up, if he wiggled himself off, he'd be in peril.
Yeah. Well, I'm not worried about him voluntarily wiggling himself off, but that's too complicated and I don't want to deal with it, so.
Hell yeah.
Fucking. Alright, you clip off. Which direction do you clip off into?
I'll take a moment to secure him to my horse if you want me to.
I assume you would have done that earlier, because I'm sure Vinshenzo would have thought of that.
Okay. I guess I would ride off in the same way that I came from, wherever that was, since I know that way is... Well, no.
You would have come
I
from
wouldn't go that way because I know
roughly
that
the
guy's...
south.
Oh no, he died. I'm still going that way. Yeah.
You're gonna go back that way?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're basically going back southwest.
Until I can find like a glade of trees or something to like frickin' hang out in. That's like
Okay.
far away from the cabin, I guess.
Yeah. All right, so you'll do that. Eventually, you find like it's not a glade of trees, but there's a sizable like series of rocks that you can nestle yourself and the horse into comfortably, and it provides some visual cover.
Hell yeah.
It's not a tight squeeze. It's not spacious either, though, but it's enough that it'll give you a little bit of a. Anyways, you get it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so back to the main crew. As you're getting your heads together, what's your plan?
Isaac's plan is to get some rest and then find Vinshenzo.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we need to find Vinshenzo somewhere, but we can't continue on like this.
Good luck. I'm trying to hide.
Carlos asks Isaac if there's any other locations that might be safe to take shelter.
God damn it.
I mean, that is a 9. Isaac's
No.
a bit fucking tired at this point.
You
We
don't
might
know
as
anywhere.
well. You said there was trees to the north and hills
On the horizon.
on the horizon. Shit. God, there's gotta be somewhere we can.
When I say on the horizon, I'm talking like a good 4 or 5 hours travel.
That's
Just another day.
yeah.
We just in open field now.
You're in the steppes.
I honestly don't think there's really any cover, is there? It's just open field and hills hours away to the
There's
north.
small little patches of rocks and stuff, but it's not anything big enough that it would be visual cover. There's no visual cover and there's no discernible like shelterable location in your vicinity. And when I say vicinity, I mean within eyesight and less than an hour's travel distance that you can tell.
I don't think we really have much of a choice, guys.
Oh.
Either try to rest right where we're at, or continue north and... I mean...
We should continue north. Those who are the most afflicted by our travels can rest on the sled.
It's not a bad idea. Who amongst us is still feeling okay?
Anton is doing just fine.
Exhaustion-wise, Isaac is fine, but he is starting to feel.
I bet. What if Anton takes over the sled, Isaac guides him, and the rest of us try to get some sleep?
I can do that.
We can tie the horses behind the sled and they'll just follow.
Yeah, that...
Yeah, that's probably the best idea.
Does Nephis agree to that as well?
Anton lead my sled?
Or Isaac, if that's what you'd prefer.
No.
Alright, well, it's your choice.
The rest he can. I'll lead the sled.
Alright, I recommend anyone that's gonna rest tie themselves down so they don't fall off.
Is there enough space for the retainers?
No, it's not that big.
Damn.
I would not.
You have all of your stuff and multiple people.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they've been through a lot, but we have to keep pushing, so the others can get some rest for right now.
The
Okay.
Anton. You should have taken that into consideration.
For the sake of bringing everybody up to the same time period, if you're going to travel north, you travel north approximately 4 hours. After that 4 hours of traveling, when you start to get in towards the foothills, you notice what looks to be some sort of an old structure that is built into a series of into the foot of one of the larger hills. The ground here is becoming a little bit less grassy and a little bit more sparse and arid.
Oh?
I would like to visually inspect the structure.
Yeah, I could...
It's not right next to you. It's within distance, but it looks like that.
Yeah, can Anton roll perception? Try to figure out what the hell this thing is.
We're stopping the session at this point just because it's 10:03. But I will let you roll perception as I'll let everybody who wants to do it roll perception as the last act of the session.
Is Khutula not sleeping?
I think Khutula is sleeping.
She can't sleep on a sled. It's not comfortable enough.
Oh, Khutula.
She is a very light sleeper.
That sucks.
Or is she?
Dun dun dun.
I got it too, so I don't see shit.
You're too tired.
man.
Too tired.
Okay, cool. So just Anton and Isaac. Oh, and there we go. So Nephis and Isaac. You guys can see the structure. It looks to be like an old dwarven ruin, maybe an outpost or a trade house or like a safe station kind of thing where you can stop while traveling. You also see a smaller outbuilding that looks like a dilapidated ruin that might once have been like a water well.
Hell yeah.
Does it appear to be decrepit and abandoned, or is there like signs of fire, smoke, movement?
Nephis, you don't notice any signs of movement. Isaac, you do notice that there is signs that somebody was here, not in the recent past, but you can see like the remains, long ago remains of a campsite. So that is where we will leave off, as you guys are sort of approaching close enough that you just immediately go into it for the next session, but far enough away that you're sort of on the outskirts.
Hell yeah.
As you come up to it. And Vinshenzo, he's tucked in a rock somewhere with a buddy all bandaged up. I'm just gonna write that down. Okay.
Looks like I got some company for the night.
Hopefully he's chatty.
He doesn't have to be.
What?
Vin just needs the body heat.
What? What could this heathen possibly tell us?
Could at least appreciate Vin's music.
It's what I'm gonna tell him.
Damn right.
Vin's gonna turn him into a groupie.
Of sorts.
If Nephis was there, he would fucking dunk his nuts on that guy's face.
My God!
Oh my.
How crude.
What the hell?
Okay, so party has reached ruin. Vinshenzo is sheltering with a prisoner. Alright, so I got my notes for this. Cool. Well, that's this week's section.
Hell yeah.
In that case, everybody have a good night.
Wahoo!
Excellent work.
Thank you for the session. Have a splendid evening.
Hell
We
yeah.
did it, everyone.